Hey, how you doing? I know I got a terrible voice for radio, but I got some incredible images here, in my opinion. Anyway, uh, have a look at that. I just think that's just beautiful as an artist. It's just, I like the color, the design, shape, form. Speaking of which, I want you to look at this right here. See these lines going through this right here? Imagine this is the top and the bottom. You'll see this a lot. And this is what the video is about. This little guy right here. I have to assume, because there were so many of them out there that night, that it's hard to tell exactly which ones were which, but there's a lot of similarities to them. So these are actual photographs here. Here again, you can see that same honeycomb structure basically moving in a vertical format here. Just really neat, I think. Whatever they are. This is a screen grab here from the video itself. And this is an enhanced, enlarged screen grab of that image that you were just looking at right there to show a little bit of detail of this guy. Another screen grab. You can see the color change. What I wanted to show you here is look at this definite shape of these exhaust portals that you see on the honeycomb shape all the time. This thing seems to be spinning on a vertical axis as well as moving around through the air, of course. There's another angle of it as it's turned sideways again. I had to put these screen grabs on here because it's sort of in the distance there a little bit. Now this is an actual photograph taken that same night, of course. And this is an enlargement of the light, so to speak, that was down in the bottom left-hand corner. Again, here's that honeycomb design, these vertical spaces on here. Like, have you ever seen when you get a bunch of bubbles in a container and they're all pushed together? They sort of wall themselves off like this when you compact them into an area. So I don't know what this is, but I can kind of see how it's functioning. It's very fluid, whatever these are. Here you can see again that wafer shape with a band in the middle, very prominent. This is an actual photograph here. It's probably at 140 millimeters maybe. And this is an enlargement of that photograph, and I enhanced it a little bit to bring out some detail. But it looks like a flower or an onion with a light on the inside. Both of them. It's just my opinion on them. Another photograph about the same millimeter setting. Again, there's that flower bud looking design, and you can see the undulation and the movement that these things are going through, and then every now and then they'll just power up, and then you see a light is all on the infrared is how I pick these up sometimes. There's a close-up of that photograph that was just on there, and here again you can see that undulation and that movement prior to when they power up. unless unless instead of this movement being a trace of where they've been, this could actually be a part of what these are. And remember in that earlier photograph, you saw two different ones going here, the red and the white one. Very similar to this right here. They just get out there and just dance around and sparkle. It's pretty neat. There's three of them. This is the one up in the left-hand corner of that photograph. Don't have a clue what it is, but you can see it just apparently can change shape at will. Now you can't see this side right here, but I can imagine that those holes that we saw in those earlier cubes and other items there might be right here. So if you can imagine, this is a thick layered object. It might be easier to see what you're looking at. Here again is that wafer design, top and bottom. You can see this top one shifting off a little bit. The other unit that flies along with it. And this was up in the right hand corner of that photograph. And I enhanced this a little bit so you could see some of the detail because it was not powered up at the time of the photograph, so they're kind of hard to see. But you can see the top layering and that kind of bubble design coming down through the honeycomb. And you can see how it looks similar to the one that's over there on the left. It's powered up in different colors. Very similar to that there. Another image, you can see them moving in different directions. Now this one here, you would think all those are just stars with camera blur, but obviously not, with this one sitting still here in the middle. So let me enhance this a little bit, or zoom in on it anyway. Again, I didn't mean this is enhanced, just zoomed in on it a little bit. But look at this range of color in this. When you get the bottom here and the top, it's the way I look at it. And then the bubble lines down through here. Now, I know it's moving, but still at any point along here, you've got that wafer design, and it is just changing colors as it goes. They're incredible. Now this is the one that was in the bottom middle, and again it looks similar to other images where I had the two different colors, the white and the red, going in two different directions. That's clearly done an airplane. That's what I was talking about there, where you use your imagination a little bit. You can see them going in different directions. And whoops, started the video too soon. Get to yapping, I don't know what I'm doing, so you have to try to understand. I'm an old man struggling here with this computer crap. I don't know a damn thing about it. Anyway, I'll play the video here, and at least you kind of have an idea what it is that you're looking at in this short little video. Sorry to have dragged it out so long, but it was a fascinating night that night, photographically speaking. So here's your video. Well, like I said, ain't much to it, kind of a letdown, but anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good one.